Lesson 1. Decisions determine your destiny, not your conditions. Decisions are a tool that can change your life. The minute you make a new decision, you set in motion a new cause, effect, direction, and destination for your life. You literally begin to change your life the moment you make a new decision. But remember, if there's no action, then you haven't truly decided. The quality of our lives is based on our decisions, so let's learn how to make them. The 5 elements that make up a decision are beliefs, rules, values, references, and emotional states. We're going to talk about these now. This brings us to Lesson 2. Beliefs of events shape our lives, not the events themselves. Beliefs are a feeling of certainty about something. If I get my dream job, it's my belief about it that will shape my life, not the job itself. A dream job means nothing without the belief that it enables me to support myself by doing what I love. Most of our beliefs are generalizations about our past, based on our interpretations of painful and pleasurable experiences. To change a belief, link pain to the old one and pleasure to the new one. To help you understand this, let's look at an example. Tony doesn't drink alcohol. He believes alcohol brings him more pain than pleasure. He reinforced this belief by drinking so much that he felt horribly sick and vomited everywhere. He hasn't drank since. I can resonate with Tony's story. It is very rare that I drink enough to the point of feeling sick, because I have linked massive pain with this through past experiences of drinking too much. I find it much more pleasurable having a few drinks than feeling sick, having your friends clean up your vomit, and suffering from a hangover next morning. So if you want to give up alcohol, for legal reasons I'm not going to suggest that you get blind drunk till you feel like dying, but it's something to think about. Alternative ways to link pain to drinking is to go to a seminar and learn about the negative effects of alcohol consumption. You should also link pleasure to giving up alcohol by keeping track of the money you save and embracing your family and friends' positive response to giving up. The more experiences you have, the more potential there is for changing beliefs. But if you want to believe you can become a millionaire, how do you gain those experiences in the first place? Well, Tony Robbins advises you read books and learn from the experiences of mentors. Although your own experiences will have a bigger impact on your beliefs, reading about someone else's experiences that led them to become a millionaire will reinforce a belief that you too can become a millionaire. Lesson number 3. Create rules that make it easy for you to feel pleasure and hard to feel pain. A rule is a type of belief that describes what has to happen in order for us to feel good. We all have rules. For example, I have a rule that I'll only feel productive on a day if I've read a book, watched an educational YouTube video, or put effort into creating these videos. Now that we know what rules are, how do we take advantage of them? The key is to create rules for ourselves that will make us feel great, and aren't determined by events outside of our control. Having rules that are reliant on being fulfilled by external influences will set you up for disappointment. In my opinion, a bad rule is to expect appreciation to allow you to feel good every time you help someone. The reality is that not everyone will thank you for your efforts. It's human nature. A much more empowering rule would be to expect to feel good by knowing you've helped someone out even if they don't thank you. If you donate blood and nobody thanks you, create a rule that allows you to feel great about the fact that you saved 3 lives, rather than only allowing yourself to feel good after being appreciated. If you're longing for happiness, what are your rules for what has to happen to make you feel good? Tony's big claim is that nothing has to happen for you to feel happy. You could feel happy right now for absolutely no reason. Think about it. If you make $1 million, the $1 million doesn't give you any pleasure. It's your rule that says, when I hit this mark, then I'll give myself permission to feel good. So just change your rules. The moment you decide to feel good, you send a message to your brain to change your responses in the muscles of your face, chest, and body, to change your breathing, and to change your biochemistry within your nervous system that causes you to feel the sensations you call pleasure. This rule doesn't rely on outside events, just changing your own thoughts, which makes it a rule where it's easy to feel pleasure and hard to feel pain. Create more of these rules and you'll make massive improvements in your life. The 4th lesson is, Your values determine the quality of your decisions. The direction of our lives is controlled by our values. For long-term happiness, we must live by our highest ideals. We can't do this if we don't know what our values are. Every decision is guided by our values, so if you don't know what they are, prepare for pain. Anytime you have difficulty making an important decision, it's because you are not clear about your values. Let's have a look at how Jolie's values affected her big decision to become a performer at Disneyland. Initially, she was thrilled to be working at Disneyland. Her schedule, however, was extremely demanding. It required hourly commutes in rush hour traffic, several hours of rehearsals, and she had to get up very early. This became tiring. The worst part is it cut into her personal life and prevented her from spending time with her family and friends. She began to cry and complain. One morning, she'd had enough. Disneyland became painful for her. Why? She could no longer spend time with all those she loved most. She also felt being a trainer, which she was before she went to Disneyland, helped her to grow more than anything else in her life. She didn't feel like she was growing at Disney. So Tony asked her what her values were. She said they were love, health, growth, and accomplishment. He then asked her, what's important about working at Disneyland? She said she was originally excited and saw it as an opportunity to make new friends, receive recognition for her work, have fun, and experience a sense of accomplishment. At this point, she said she wasn't feeling accomplished, healthy, or like she was growing anymore. Tony said, if you left Disneyland, spent time at home, and then went to Hawaii, what would that give you? She immediately brightened up. I could have some time with my boyfriend. I'd feel free again. I could start exercising and get my body back in shape. I could find other ways to grow and achieve. I'd be so happy. Before she started working at Disney, she was fulfilling her top 3 values: love, health, and growth. By going to Disney, she aimed to work on her 4th value, accomplishment. However, but in so doing, she missed out on fulfilling her top 3 values. This is a common experience. We all have to realize that we must accomplish our highest values first. To identify your values, ask yourself what is most important to you in life. Write down 10 values and order them by their importance. Some examples are passion, freedom, family, and friends. You can also have 10 values you want to avoid. They could be emotions like humiliation, frustration, depression, and anger. List these in order of which ones you'd like to avoid most. So for ultimate success, make sure to live by your values every day, no matter what. There are 2 more important elements you need to know, and how you can use your master system to make great decisions. You can learn more in part 2 of this video. I'll see you there.